Hi Tigers, this is a video talking about how to use Microsoft Office 365. This is a school-provided resource that's available to all Mount Pleasant ISD students. Hopefully after watching this video, you'll have the basic how-tos to use this to help you with your assignments both in school and at home. First off, you're going to need an internet browser, preferably Chrome. If you have it on your computer, it looks like the beach ball icon that you can see right here. Double-click to open it. And just FYI, we're going to be using this URL box up here. If it happens to open to Google, don't use the Google box down here for the next step. Next, we're going to use the URL box I just mentioned. You're going to type in portal.office.com, exactly how it is up there. You don't need to add the www or anything like that, just exactly portal.office.com. Once you do that, it's going to ask you to sign in. Yes, it says Microsoft, but this is linked to your school email. You can find your ID number for your email. It's on your school schedule, or if you can't find it or don't have it, you can always ask your school counselor and they can always look it up for you. So right here where it says email, you're going to do your ID number. So for example, 123 at student.MPISD.net. Once you type that in, click next. Alright, once you click next, your screen should change a little bit. If by now on the password screen you don't see the icon for Mount Pleasant ISD in the background change, how you see on this slide, then you might have entered something in wrong. It should automatically recognize that you're part of the MPISD district. For your password, it's going to be your birthday. So you can see the format right here. 2 for the month, 2 for the day, 4 for the year. Here's an example right here. So if you're born in 2003, make sure you type out 2003 for the year. If there's an issue with your account, if it's giving you an error message or something, just email one of your teachers or your counselor and we can get that reset with you with IT and help you get into your account. No problem. Alright, on the next screen, it's going to ask you, do you want to stay signed in? I encourage you to check don't show this again and click yes. Especially if you're on a laptop that you use all the time or a home computer. If you do that, the next time you go to portal.office.com, it'll automatically bring you over to this screen and you can just click on your email without having to actually type it in all over again. It'll just ask for this and then it'll ask for your password. Alright. Once we've officially successfully logged in, this is what Microsoft Office 365 looks like. You might have more stuff on your screen. It'll suggest some other documents and links to you. But these main apps are going to be your go-to. So yours might look a little different from mine depending on which ones you use in class or which ones you've saved to your most used. But any of these you can go in and just click on them and use them. There's also an install button right over here. The most common ones are going to be Outlook. That's your email. So if you're talking to your teachers with questions or if you're wanting to email them a Word document for your assignment, it is a great habit to use Outlook. Use your student email. That way it doesn't accidentally get into a teacher's spam or junk folder in their email by accident. If it's sent from a school to school email, we're absolutely going to get it. So you can email right there. Next one is OneDrive. We're going to talk more about this one in a little bit, but this is file storage. I highly encourage y'all to use this, whether you're doing distance learning or in class, either way. Very, very helpful and will help keep you organized. All right, Microsoft Word. A lot of us are familiar with this one. This is how you create documents. A lot of times you'll be writing essays or filling out worksheets or assignments using Microsoft Word. And we'll talk more about that one as well. Another one commonly used is PowerPoint. That's where you have slides, kind of like the presentation you're seeing now. So if your teacher tells you to make a presentation as an assignment, then you'll be clicking on PowerPoint right here. And the last one's Teams. That one, if your teacher decides to use it, they'll let you know and they'll get you familiar with it. But you can log into classes here and your teacher may or may not post assignments, announcements, updates, that sort of thing. That one's on a class-by-class basis. That little button I mentioned before, Install Office. This is great. if you don't have Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or one of the other apps on your home computer, you can actually install it on your home computer so you can always have access to it. That's a great way to make sure you always have access to the apps, even if something happens to your internet. All right, let's talk about Microsoft Word. That's the blue icon I mentioned earlier, and that's how you create your documents, essays, tons of different things. I want to clarify one thing. There's a difference between online and installed. So this is the icon on your desktop. This is the one that we just saw on the portal.office.com. They're a little different. So when it's installed on your computer, and remember, you can install it on there if you'd like. The installed version is full functionality. So it has all the buttons and menus and tables and all the editing options that you're used to. With this one, you do click on File Save, and it will save to your computer, but only after you have clicked Save. So sometimes if you X out, or if your laptop dies or something and you didn't save it, you're going to lose some of your work. That's one downside to the installed version of Word, but you do have full editing options. The online version, it does have some limits. Things like tables and complex editing, you won't be able to do that as much, but it will automatically save to your OneDrive. We'll talk about OneDrive here in a minute. It's going to automatically save as soon as any changes are made. Once you type your name, you can see it at the top where it says saving ... and then a second or two later, it'll say saved. If you type a letter, saving ... saved. It will automatically update any changes real time as they're made, and it automatically saves it to your OneDrive. Here's kind of what it's going to look like in the online version. So if I went to portal.office.com, I logged in, I clicked Word, I clicked New Blank Document. If you notice up here, I'm still in my web browser. I didn't have to download anything on my computer for this. It's all online. Right here, I can start typing my history essay. Here's your basic formatting, colors, fonts, all that kind of thing. And then up here, it's going to have the name of the document, and then right here it says saved. If I start typing, it'll say saving ... and it'll come back to saved. It will automatically update as I'm typing. Okay, so we're in that Word app, and let's say I have a PowerPoint to make or something else. How do I get back to the main page? Any app that you're in on the online version will always have these little dots right here. If you click on those, it'll bring up this menu. And these are some of your most used or pinned apps right here. So if I wanted to go directly to PowerPoint, I could just click it from here. Or if I want to go back to the main page, just click up here where it says Office 365, and it'll take you to the page we saw before. In this case, though, I'm going to click on OneDrive, and we're going to talk about that for just a little bit. All right, OneDrive. This is an amazing resource provided by the school that will be a great resource for this next school year. It is an online or cloud-based file storage system. You can access it from your school computer, your home laptop, even your phone, lots of different places. It's directly linked to your student account, so it's with all these other apps and very easy to access and use. Multiple different file types can be saved here. You can have folders, you can have videos, PowerPoint documents, PDFs, MP4, MP3, Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, you name it. You can all save it in one place, and you can organize it. The best part is the ability to share it and send documents to teachers, especially if you're submitting assignments. So at the top of OneDrive, and back here you can see there's just going to be a list of documents and folders that you've saved. And then up here at the very top, this top handlebar is where some of your options are. So that's what we're looking at, zoomed in. There's new, upload, and sync. So first, new. Let's say I just clicked on this little down arrow. It's going to give me these options right here. So it's asking, do I want to create a new folder? So if I'm trying to organize all my documents, maybe I want to put all my math documents into one folder. Or maybe all my last year's school assignments in an old folder. Or if I want to create a new spreadsheet, document, presentation, whatever. The next one's upload. Use this upload option let's say you've already had an essay that you typed and you saved it to your computer, but you want to be able to access it from any computer or share it directly to your teacher or even work on it and finish it at school. This is where you want to upload it. So you'll click Files or Folder. In this case, if it's a document, you'll click File, you'll browse your computer and find it, click Upload, and we'll add it to your list. And then the last one is Sync. So this one, it will try to sync and make all the documents on your device, so your laptop, your computer, match what's on OneDrive. So if it doesn't have something or it's missing it, it'll try to get all of them in one spot. Okay, I mentioned being organized. I think creating a folder for each class, especially for high schoolers, would be a great way to organize all of your work. You can organize it by 6 weeks, you could organize it by topic, however you want to do it, whatever works for you. So if I do want to do that, I need to click on New, that we were just looking at before. I'm going to click on Folder. This little pop-up is going to appear, and you just type in whatever you're going to organize it by. So for this example, first period algebra. Click Create, and now you have a folder. In the future, any algebra documents or worksheets I have, I can save it into that folder and easily find it later. You can have a folder inside of a folder inside of a folder. So if I create this one, and then inside of it, I want to have first 6 weeks, second 6 weeks, or first semester, second semester, etc., you can do that. All right, some file options. So if you hover your mouse over the document or file that's in your OneDrive, you'll notice these 3 little dots pop up. Or if you click once and you see this little check mark, if you select the document without opening it, you'll also see the 3 little dots right here. If you click on those, you have lots of different options that you can see right here. We're only going to cover a couple of them, but if you want to manage your file in some way, those 3 dots are what you need. They're not going to show all the time. You have to hover with your mouse or click once on the document in order to see them. So let's say I clicked on the 3 dots and I clicked Share. This is super handy. Remember how your student account is built into all of this because the school provided it? People in the district can see this if you give them the link. For example, if I'm your teacher and you're trying to share your Word document, that's your essay that's due on Friday, most of the time you can enter a name and it will pop up with that person's full name and you can click on it, or just enter your teacher's email address right there. And then you can add a message, dear Mr. or Mrs. such and such, this is my essay for Friday. I had a question about this or that, or what's the next assignment? Sincerely, student. And then you click Send. Boom. Now I've submitted your assignment, especially for doing distance online learning. Let's say I clicked on the 3 dots and then I came down here and I said copy link. So maybe I need more than just a little comment down here. Or maybe I don't want to use my school email. I want to use my personal email. Whatever. So if you click copy link, it'll come up with this little window. It gives you the link and it will automatically say link copied. If you want to double check, you can click copy again. Now this link, wherever I paste it or post it, the people that are in the district are able to see it. So if you're in Schoology and your teacher wants you to post your documents and assignments there, copy paste that link in there. There you go. You can paste it into an email. You can paste it into Microsoft Teams, wherever your teacher needs your assignments to be submitted. All right, moving on. So again, we clicked on those 3 dots, came down here, clicked Move To. Now, if you had those folders we were talking about to organize all your documents and files, you can click on OneDrive and you can select, history, 3rd period. You can organize your documents after you've already saved them. So let's say your teacher says that it has to be saved under your last name and paper number 3, and you didn't see that until you already saved your document and you already started it. Well, click on those 3 dots, come down here, click Rename, and then right here, highlight whatever the current title is, and then just type in last name, paper number 3, and then select Rename. Don't forget those 3 little dots right there. All right. In a nutshell, those are the most helpful things for you guys on Microsoft Office 365. Remember, this is a school-provided resource at no cost to you, and this is really going to be beneficial in helping you stay organized, contact teachers, save your documents, and complete your homework. It all begins with going to the Chrome browser and typing in portal.office.com. Your login is your school email and birthday. Remember, 4 digits for the year. And don't forget, you can always download all those apps directly onto your computer. So we wish you the best and have a great school year. We're looking forward to seeing you.